Hello everyone, welcome to Preterist Papers. My name is Patricia Bailey and this is the 52nd discussion in this series and it's titled 7 Kings of Revelation. You can find this printable 2-page fact sheet at preteristpapers.com. This document draws almost exclusively from Adam Marshak's scholarly study, an overview of the Zealot movement and 12 key leaders. Our purpose is to summarize and highlight what we find to be the most credible understanding of the 7 kings of Revelation. That is, all were members of the same well-known family, a Zealot dynasty, that stretched 120 years from around 50 BC to around AD 70. We highly recommend Marshak's 32-page study available online, where he lays out a very compelling case for the 7 Zealot beast kings and the 8th, as well as information regarding other key Zealot leaders. The 7 Roman emperors were the 7 kings. This is a popular preterist position that we here at Preterist Papers used to hold. We agree the writing of Revelation was during the 6th Emperor Nero's reign, but we find the interpretation of the emperors as the kings of Revelation lacking. There were 10 emperors from Julius Caesar to AD 70. The 7th, Galba, continued a little while, but so did the 8th, Otho, for about 3 months, and the 9th, Vitellius, for about 8 months. Vespasian was the 10th, who ruled from 69 to 79. However, an even more compelling reason to discard the Roman beast and 7 king interpretation is because it simply is not supported by biblical text, as we have documented elsewhere in Preterist Papers number 42 and others. The Jewish perspective was not so much concerned with the wider Roman world, but centered on the land, the Promised Land. When the Judean king Aristobulus II was imprisoned and killed under Roman occupation, it motivated a rebellion, with Hezekiah leading a large, successful guerrilla uprising. When captured, Herod beheaded Hezekiah without a trial, enraging the people. He was solemnly enrolled as a martyr of the nation and an avenger of Jewish honor and liberty. This demonstrates the rise of what Josephus called the 4th philosophy in Israel, the Zealots. See Roman numeral 4. In Roman numeral 6, we list evidence for the Zealot presence in the New Testament. In Roman numeral 7, we cite several historians who have given background for the key role the Zealot movement played in Israel and how it invariably led to the war in 67 to 70. Roman numeral 8. Hezekiah was the father, grandfather, and great-grandfather to 6 other members of the family who rose to prominence. This family's war-making activities stretched from the reign of Herod to the very end of the Roman and Jewish War in AD 73. The virtual end of the war was the destruction of Jerusalem and the Temple in 70, but the war itself wasn't fully concluded until the capture of Masada in 73. Hezekiah had a son, Judas of Galilee, who took the Zealot effort to a higher level of organization and power when a new Roman census and tax was levied. Some believe he was the founder of the Zealots, but it is clear he was carrying on his father's ideology. Reference is made to him in Acts 5. Judas had 3 sons, Jacob, Simon, and Yair. Jacob and Simon were Zealot leaders, but were captured and crucified in AD 48 by the Judean Roman procurator Alexander. We believe this incident could be the state of affairs Paul was alluding to in 2 Thessalonians 2. The Zealots were the lawless ones, and the Roman governors, the restrainers. We do not know at this time about the activities of Judas' 3rd son, Yair, except that he was the father of the tyrant leader at Masada. Eliezer ben Yair helped ignite the war by capturing Herod's great fortress at Masada. After unsuccessfully trying to aid Menachem amid Zealot infighting in Jerusalem in 66, he returned to Masada to resume leadership there. Menachem, the 7th member of the family, was the one, it seemed, on whom earthly messianic hope was attached, but hope was lost when he was killed after only 1 month for murdering the pro-Roman high priest. However, non-dynastic leaders, Simon bar Giora, along with his nephew, pulled off an unexpected victory against the Syrian Roman legion which had arrived in Jerusalem in a pre-war effort to put down the Jewish rebellion. Immense masses were recruited to the zealot cause with this stunning success. We believe Marshak's research has the power to factually interpret Revelation 17:9-11 in a way that is consonant with the unfolding of the war with Rome and the message of Revelation. See what you think. Shalom.